it's more of a way of sharing ideas and sharing resources in a really kind of nice package.
It's a communication tool, really.
It's really interactive.
Like, I don't think I'd be able to use it, but I can. It's quite easy.
It's actually enabled us to be really reactive in terms of student needs. Yeah, you can get everything. You can even get the PowerPoints that we're doing during the lesson.
For example, just a couple of days ago, I texted my teacher Baron to ask a question about a certain topic, and he replied immediately.
Initially, our plan was to make our digital landscape a lot more accessible. So what we were finding was that the students that we currently work with, they don't necessarily have access to loads of digital devices at home. So that was actually impacting on their ability to carry out independent work. We realised that these students actually could do with a single platform that would actually enable them to access all of their digital content via one app. So we actually went with Microsoft Teams because it actually worked on everyone's phone. They didn't need an extra device.
And it was kind of a trial basis at first. And then lockdown happened and we kind of pushed it because we were going to introduce it anyway. And that kind of just lent itself to using Teams.
It's been what we've wanted for a long time. I mean, we've tried a few things. We've looked at Google Classroom and some other platforms, and it changed the game for us while we were in the lockdown period.
We had that freedom to use it, experiment with it, set things up, run things with it, and just see how it went. And then when we came to September, people knew what Teams was. People knew how to use it.
I had an essay to write in the law, and I handed that in last night over Teams, and it's like an assignment. So you get all your information and your questions, and then you can just type it up and send it away.
I use Teams to contact my teachers in case I need help with any work. They can set assignments and homework, and I can view those and see any resources that they've provided. So yeah, I think it's very useful.
It's quite fast. I love the layout of the pages. I love how you can easily organize your work, how you can easily find certain links to certain topics. And so you don't have to ask the teacher anymore. You just go and be on with your work.
I think it does help teachers because with like social media, it's kind of hard for teachers because you can't really add your students onto your own Instagram or Snapchat. So through Teams, you can contact them anytime as long as they're not busy, which actually tells you, which is amazing.
It's taken things to the next level, really. And we all, as teachers, are trying to save time, and I think this is, certainly with Teams, has saved everybody time. Before, if I had to go and see another member of staff in a different faculty, it would take me 5 minutes to have to walk over to go and find them, have to cross-reference to see if they're teaching, whereas now, to just arrange that call or just check the timetable, see if they're free, arrange a call, you can get things done so much quicker. It's so easy to share resources with students, PowerPoints, worksheets, files, pictures, things like that, you do it more often because it's easy. And if we can make that flow of information, that flow of data between individuals more streamlined and more easy, then I think people will use it more, and that's what we're observing at the minute.
With the English Language and Literature A-level group, we do a lot of kind of analysing of text and close analysis. I gave them an extract from Dracula, and we looked at doing a piece of annotated work together. So there's an application called Whiteboard, so I can do it on my touchscreen device. It projects onto the actual whiteboard in my classroom, and we get feedback and we discuss things and we annotate it. What I can then do with that is just forward that straight onto our Microsoft team, and then they can access that whenever they need it. And it's brilliant, and they're using those digital skills that's going to set them up really well for the future.
It gets us back to this idea that learning isn't something you have, it's something which you constantly develop. And actually, because students and teachers are on that journey together, we've only been doing this for 9 months. We've done it well, and we've been really sort of fortunate in that we were already planning for it pre-COVID. But what we're actually now finding is we don't even know where we're going to be in a year because things have moved so fast. But what we do know is our students will leave here in 1 year, in 2 years' time, and they will be better prepared than the vast majority of students that are leaving college.
If we do go into lockdown, I think we're going to be prepared more than any other college. I think we've got so many staff now that are so confident in using Teams that if we do go into lockdown, there's no problem. It's very, very user-friendly. And if you've got someone who knows what they're doing with it, like Wilberforce College, on your side, you'll be able to make a lot of progress very quickly with it.
It has improved Wilberforce's college computer system up until now. I think so. I think the right decision was made when staff workers and teachers in the IT department chose to use Teams.
It's very good that we've got it at this college, and it's helpful for our students, yeah.
We're doing this for our students, and it just works really well.
So in addition to the overall results within the college, creative digital faculty is listed in the top 1% of the country for high achievement. This means that the students perform significantly better than expected according to their GCSEs. So to kind of translate that for you, basically, if a student got C's at their GCSEs, we turn those C's into A's when they get within our department, or distinction stars within our department. So last year, 96% of all student grades were at distinction on our vocational courses. We're extremely proud of that. 100% pass rate across all our courses. We've also achieved these results consistently over the last 6 years, so it's never a surprise to us due to the amount of hard work that we put in and that our students put in working with us. So based on those high grades that we achieved within our department and the college, we have our expectations of the learning as well as we have our expectations of the staff. Our staff work extremely hard and we expect the students to work equally hard. So we expect a commitment to the learning both inside and outside of the classroom. So for every hour that you're in class, we expect an hour to be an hour of study to be performed outside of the classroom. We call this independent study. And one of the ways that we do that is we don't just leave students to just revise material in class. We actually provide supporting activities that the student will undertake in their own time that will just further benefit the learning done in the classroom. We also supplement this with a varied enrichment program. We feel that offering enrichment programs is essential to complementing the work done inside and outside of the classroom, be it the games club that we do for our gaming students, but it's also open to all students. We also have Dungeons and Dragons, film clubs, cult cinema. It's a wide variety of different things that we put on a Wednesday afternoon, although that could be subject to change, for our students to engage with. And it's about building those relationships with your teachers, engaging with your teachers and forming those relationships.
So at Wilberforce College, we have the BTEC Level 3 Extended Diploma, which is worth the same as 3 A-levels. We study that in software design and development. We have the BTEC Level 3 Extended Certificate, which is the same as 1 A-level, which we study web design, social media. We also have BTEC Level 2 FAIR Certificate. That's for students that come in and want to build up a foundation in ICT. We have 4 members of staff that teach on our ICT courses, and if you sign up to one of our open events, you'll find that one of us will contact you just to talk you through your options at the college and what it is we do in ICT. So on the extended diploma, which is worth 3 A-levels, you'll study a wide range of different topics that will set you up at, give you base knowledge at level 3. What we tend to find is a lot of students, if they know they're interested in ICT, but they don't know what area it is they'd like to go to, they will latch onto one of these areas to carry forward to university. The extended certificate is designed so that students that want to study a wide range of courses can still get benefit of first-class ICT education while not devoting their entire timetable to ICT. In this qualification, you will study information technology systems, creating systems to manage information, using social media and business and website development. We felt this was a perfect mix of many different disciplines that are currently in demand in the job markets.
So as part of my role as head of faculty, I need to ensure that all the equipment across the faculty is up to the highest standards to allow the students to produce work of significant quality. And we do this on a continual basis of investment. So each year I'll take one aspect, one computer room, and I'll make sure that that is fully spec'd out. So for example, last year we invested in 3 computer rooms with top spec graphics cards. We also host games days where we have tournaments in games like PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, Injustice 2, Street Fighter 5, FIFA. And these games days are really, really popular. We hold cinema trips every year for our students in media and for ICT. We tend to do this around Christmas time because of the major releases. We also have achievement evenings in media whereby we have kind of mock Oscar ceremony. And we also hold regular games enrichment where students can come play games, review games on a Wednesday afternoon.
So one of the things we pride ourselves at Wilberforce College is our focus on destinations. And what that means is some students want to go to university, some students want to go straight into industry, and some students want to have placements, etc. So we do offer placements in ICT companies within Wilberforce. We have a special timetable that we adapt for students that want to do a placement. This is an example of some of the jobs that are available at the minute in our region and beyond. So a wide range of different courses that are available for, different positions that are available for students at the minute. Many of our students come into Wilberforce College with the aspiration of becoming a games designer. Now, I get a lot of feedback from parents that, well, is this a real job? Well, it's a huge growth industry. One of the largest games companies in the world, Rockstar, they are constantly recruiting for talented people. And I mean, as you can see, they're based in Leeds. They're one of their British offices in Leeds, and they have numerous different jobs across the wide spectrum of games design. The opportunities that we present our students are wide ranging. This is Alec. Alec won an Enterprise Award for his excellent work in designing a website for White Rose Gems. He was also very entrepreneurial throughout the course, and he used the skills gained within our web design unit to actually go into business for himself while he was working at Wilberforce College. Adam Langstaff joined the college a couple of years ago, and I remember coaching him through his interview process and testing for an apprenticeship at BAE Systems. He brought up over 320 other applicants to gain a 3-year apprenticeship, which has the guarantee of a full-time job. In addition to that, he actually got paid a huge amount of money and had his university paid for. He's an extremely successful individual, but these opportunities are open to everyone. And the backing of the department, we provide as much support to enable the students to get these opportunities. So if you've got any questions about anything that you've seen, or you would like to arrange an appointment for one of either myself or a member of my staff to give you a call back with regards to what you would like to do next year or in 2 years, depending where you are at school, please feel free to email myself at djh@wilberforce.ac.uk. Thank you.